Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to look at a Leetcode problem, and the problem's name is find champion 1. So in this question, we're given a 2D matrix of size n into n. So if you consider two elements I and j inside this matrix, I is stronger than j if grid of ij is equal to 1, else j is stronger than I. And we have to return the team which is the champion of the tournament. So if you take this example, you're given a 2D matrix called grid. So this is the 0th element and this is the first element, and since 0th element is greater than 1, you print 0 as the output, because here you see grid of 0 1 is equal to 1, so 0 is stronger than 1, so 0 is the champion. So let's take this example and see how we can solve this question. So I've taken the same example as example 2. We have the grid and it consists of 3 rows and 3 columns, and this is the 0th row, first row and second row. So this represents the 0th team, first team and second team. So here it says that first team is greater than 0th team because it's comparing at the 0th index, right? 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1, 2. So here you can see among all these three, first team is greater than 0th team, and here also it says first team is greater than second team. So first team is the champion. So here in each row you can count how many ones are there. So if the number of ones is equal to n minus 1, then that team will be the champion. So we have to check for this condition while iterating through the rows and columns. So let's see how we can do this in code. So here you can see I'm counting the number of rows and the number of columns. Number of columns can be found out by finding out the length of the first row, because it's mentioned that you're given a square matrix and you have to return an integer representing which team is the champion. And this is the input grid given to us, which is a n by n matrix. Now let's iterate through the row using an outer loop, and I'm creating a variable count to count the number of ones in each row, and then I'm using an inner for loop to iterate through each row or each entry. Like first I'm going to iterate through this and count how many rows are there using I and j indices. If it is equal to 1, I increment count. So this will happen for every row, and before starting the next iteration, I'm checking the condition if the number of ones counted until now is equal to grid.length minus 1, that is n minus 1. If that is the case, then I'm going to return that row as the output. This inner for loop is for counting number of ones, and this will happen for all the entries inside the map, and once you come out, you return minus 1. But if there is always a output which the test cases will generate, this statement will be executed. As you have to return some number as the output, I'm returning minus 1. So the time complexity of this approach is O of n into m, where m is the number of rows and number of columns is there because I'm using two nested for loops, and the space complexity is O of 1 because I'm not using any extra space to solve this question. That's it guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.